It's Monday morning. I am just outside Belfast and I'm about to visit that site there. That is the Brett Martin site to look where they make the heat guard roof sheets. So yeah, we'll go and see what's going on. Looking at these sheets, but that's all the other stuff they do. The worst tie rack ever. Where are we stood now then?
So we are here.
And so we came in and we've gone through
there. So we came in through the front site. This is the main building. This is where the whole business started, down here. And it's expanded ever since. We've got a solar farm just up here. We've got the windmill. And then we've built 2 new warehouses here, Bays 8 and 9, which we'll show you after.
So we walked through there, across into here, and now we're there.
Yeah.
So a fair way to go then. That's a light box where you test any shading's correct. This is, I can't show you the process, it's top secret, but this is where they make the heat guard sheets. Look at that for a set of forks. Clever that, innit? Little weighbridge. I like them. Yeah, that's what they're the off-puts when they start the line. I'm not sure if you can see, but that is the sheet being made, coming through the machines. There you go, you can see it moving now. The time and date and this side up. You see the windmill through it? Just about, yeah. That's a fair turbine, isn't it? Size of it compared to that van. So when you make the sheets, that's the end seal, so it's quite a big seal, isn't it? Go on, John, you're the heaviest, jump on that. It just springs back.
It's going to give in, it's not.
Go on then, walk across it.
You haven't got your friction.
It hasn't got any screws on it though, has it?
No screws.
Yeah, maybe that's not a very good video. No way, come back to me. Proper turbine. Look at all the pallets. Obviously they're like really long because some of the stuff they make is 12 metres long. I think we started somewhere over there and then we've been through all these different buildings. That's the one that they make the heat guard in that we just thought we'd wreck, but it turns out it just popped straight back into shape. And that's another warehouse there. There's a forklift with 4 or 5 tines on it, picking up the big pallets and extra long containers as well. Is he putting that down or is he picking it up? I can't decide. Oh, I thought he was picking it up, but he's just dropping it there. I should have filmed that then, all the wheels turn the opposite way. Like a side loader, but it's not a side loader. Is it Combilift? Oh, there you go, the wheels are going the other way now. That's cool, isn't it? I think James has got a model of one on it. The guy that sells them dropped them off one day. So if he picks that up, and then the wheels will go the other way, won't they? Oh, they're being the forks there. So his wheels go the other way now. That's so clever. We've just seen them making these. These are basically what you make underground tanks out of. So when they do a new development, they want like a big soakaway, a big storage for water underneath the ground. They'll put them in, concrete over the top, and it's just like a solid structure. Then it's basically I a modern milk crate, I suppose. And they cut out the different holes to put the pipes into it. Then we've seen them making all this kind of stuff as well. All the pipes and the ducting and the bends and everything like that. So I didn't realise just how much they make. There you go. Just see them making them as well, the seals. Wow, we're so close. We've just come to say hello to Gareth, but he forgot we were coming. He's not here. So you just like slam that down now and it stays on.
Yep.
We're at GRASSMEN HQ. Get more muscles now.
I know. You get from the gym.
How long does it take?
12 seconds. And then it counts down here and then it'll beep down.
Does that make the cups as well then?
Yeah.
Changing cotton. This is Gareth or GRASSMEN's Mini Merlot, and it's on wider tyres than ours. And they don't actually stick out that far. I think the mudguards are different as well. But that's probably what we want to put ours on for when we're stacking straw. There's a buggy there and a New Holland. And there's Mint 7, 8, 10. You've probably seen it at all the shows. Getting a bit of work done. It's one of the Scanias. Got a forager in the back as well here. It just fits in that corner, doesn't it? Mower conditioners, rear mower, so that'll cut some grass, won't it, when that's on the front and that's on the back. And for our next stop, oh, John's going to hit the flower bed. More concrete. We're trying to find the visitor parking. There we go. This is what we've come to have a look at, how good they are really. And how they're made. Concrete divisions for the grain shed, and they make concrete posts, and then smaller divisions as well. Fresh out the press. How high will that be then?
That's 12 foot.
12 foot. Fresh out the concrete mould. Yeah, so they come flat on the wagon and then you stand them up when you get them home. That's what's inside them. Look at that, it's all welded. I bet it takes longer to make that than it does to make put the concrete in, does it? This is a retaining wall. It's like a ball and socket and they all stack up. That finish on it, so it looks like a dry stone wall really. 16-foot slat, that's huge, isn't it?
Wait, you drive over there. Those there are standard, I think 6 tons. It's just when you go with 15 you have to get the deeper.
They're huge, there's loads of them. There's another one here.
Those there are diagonal slots in the very channel.
Oh yeah.
That's our sure fit finish, that's our grip finish. So it is compared to...
Oh yeah, I see that smooth then ones.
You probably see the best difference the two there.
Yeah, so this is grippy.
Yep.
And then that's smoothish. When you go under a motorway bridge and you see all the funny shapes under the bridge, it's made of these interlocking panels that make the sides. That's the blocks I looked at before that stack up. But make a castle out of them. So they all lock together. We saw the Combilift forklift before. This is a Combilift crane at 75 ton it lifts. So that is a 26 ton one of them, which is a piece of tunnel basically. So it lifts on that beam, but also them rams will go up. Is it twice? So it goes pretty high. And it can turn any way you want and drive whichever way. He's driving off that remote now. Oh, there you go. It's like 4 telescopic booms, isn't it? There's all more tunnel panels. How high will it go?
At the bottom of the orange section,
Yeah.
and the bolts at the top, so roughly the same height again.
All right, yes.
So it's very useful for us if we were to stack these in say rows. If we needed to pick one from the very back row, we can climb right over the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Right out. So great efficiency with the machine that way.
What engine's in it then?
It's a 4-cylinder John Deere engine, 120 horsepower.
120 horsepower lifting 75 ton.
Hydraulic pump.
Yeah.
Does all the work.
I've never seen one of them before. Massey going past as well. That's... There's no one in the cab because it's on his remote. That's clever, that. And then you can just lift it on the trailers. He's doing a pirouette now. It's like the dancing diggers, isn't it? Completely stable because the load's inside it, isn't it?
Ignition, handbrake, emergency stop. This then selects your different steering modes. So I have a little diagram here, 1 through to
Oh, I see,
6.
yes.
And then as you adjust the dial, it'll select
Yeah,
whichever
so you can
steering mode you need to
completely
get.
drive it sideways.
Yeah. Right through then forward, reverse, simple as that. Lights, good set of lights in the dark.
And I suppose that the cab's only to charge the remote. Have you ever sat in the cab?
We have, whenever it first arrived, we did use the cab, but we found you were in and out of the cab
Yeah,
so much,
and you could
it just
see
made
more.
sense to use this. Trailers and
Get all the way around and
quite-
see what's going on.
the dimensions when you're loading these are quite critical.
Yeah.
So you really need to be beside them and making sure that you're right down. And the machine, the hydraulics are very smooth, and it's a really easy machine to get those accurate dimensions placed.
Yeah.
It moves quite smooth. Sometimes machines you find they could be quite jerky when
Yeah.
using them. That's a very smooth machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You find, yeah, really, we just use it for
Storing fuel.
you can charge the batteries. Although we find it's better to keep the batteries on the mains and just let them get a constant charge.
Yeah.
It's constantly on and off. It's quite sore in the batteries. Just in there.
Oh, wood
you
chip is a
can't
bit
do it
like
from the
that.
steering. There's a camera here, and it's just mounted. You can just see it pop down. The beam on the far side. There's a camera on the far side.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the resolution's quite low. It's easier. We actually find it safer to use it with the remote control. So,
Just if it's raining, you'll jump in.
John Deere, 4-cylinder, 120 horsepower. Hydraulic pump then beneath.
touch wood, the machine's been very reliable. We've had no issues with reliability.
There's not really a lot to go wrong in
It's not-
hydraulics,
it's
is
not.
there?
People quite ask about, does it display weights and things like that there? It doesn't, but again, that's just another element, you know, to go wrong as such.
Yeah. I've just never seen anything like it in my life.
So those pieces there, you can see there, 25.715 tonne each item, and we've been lifting, I think we've lifted, the manufacturer about 600 of those, and that's what that machine's been working on constantly, so it has.
That's some mould though that they've come out of, isn't it?
Yeah. Great.
There's loads of Lego blocks here, and then that's how big the backyard is. It goes on 4 miles. Not 4 miles, just for miles. For one-off things, the joiners make these moulds. The stuff they do mass produced will be steel, but this has been made one-off, and the detail in it and the varnish, it's something else. All clamped together, ready to pour. Unbelievable, even like the corners are all. You can't really see what I'm on about, it's so smooth though. Length of that's ready. That's a concrete panel, and then they like cut it into different lengths. It's classed in all one big go. The wire is, and then underneath the concrete panels, and there's the edging for it. A little cart there moving the concrete round. That's today's quiz question. Does anyone know what that's for? See how that's done in slices? If there's ever any concrete left, they drop it in that mould, and then every so often they end up with a discounted Lego block made up of different pours. Then it has like rebar in the middle. The concrete water troughs have got curves on them, I think, so the mowers bounce off. Pouring concrete into them moulds there. See how they can open out like an orange peel to release whatever's inside them. So that's got a mix of concrete now. A metre of concrete is going to stop and drop it in that hopper. Which then pulls it straight into that yellow one. That goes all the way through all the sheds. There's 12 sheds. And that's the mould for them big panels outside that we're lifting it for with the crane. That's the lifting eye kind of suspended in the concrete, like that. This is another Lego block made of bits and bobs that's left over from the end of the day. These are like, I don't know, big like bridgey sections. Massive. There's another one of them tunnel pieces. That's the mould just released. That one's not yet. And then they're the fork slots. Pull them out just before it goes off. See, they've been pulled out of that one. That's mint. Like pencils, green ones and blue ones. They're obviously the fence post moulds. And I think that's like a plasticky thing that you can nail into. The idea of these though is they'll never rot because they're concrete, and then that'll never degrade because it's plastic, and that's what you put your staples in, and then you can even pull them back out and go again if your wire rots, but they just last forever. Eco-drainy things or spotted drainage panels. Mate, everything here. Oh, that's a better one, isn't it? Because you've got the lid with it. A rat bait box out of concrete. No way. They wouldn't even know it was a bait box, would they? Because it blends in with the surroundings. It's clever, isn't it? What's this? More, literally more. They keep Jersey blocks, is it? Little L blocks, another seat. Some pretty big cranes in Belfast, isn't there? Another really interesting trip round more concrete. We're now just on our way back to the airport to get home. You already grasped the size of that. Look, there's some cherry pickers next to it. Like a school on the top of it. It's that big a building.
Aaron Hannah is 3, William Charles is 14, and Lorraine Olasoka. Happy birthday to you. You've had the Norwegian, the Australian and the Scouts. £112,188 raised for the North West Air Ambulance. And if you want to be on there, there's a link under every video.
Back on the plane now. Ready for home. Get the wheat out when we land. That's it today. See you tomorrow.